Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Buy Wholesale. I hope you're all well. Today is, as promised, an update on the earnings that have come out today, baby. First up, Apple. Okay, so I talked about in my previous video the way I was going to play the earnings period. I told everyone I was going to sell out of Apple, so the way I played it was on Monday. We were at all-time highs, everything was going great, and then boom, it all went to Gape Town. Massive decline, no real explanation as to why. The market just seemed to dip. A lot of my stocks followed suit. Bit of panic, the whole should have sold, should have done this, should have done that, but
If only me auntie had bollocks, she'd be me uncle.
it went back up thankfully the next day by about 5%, not at quite the highs, but I was satisfied with the return that I was getting. Bear in mind I was 2 times leveraged on this here, so I made about 45% return on it. More than happy with that for a swing. That was me out of that position. We're now going to review Apple's earnings. We're going to talk about what it means for me and my portfolio. Am I going to buy back in, and if I am, when am I going to strike? Don't forget, if you like the video, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. We're trying to go it. It's going well. I really appreciate it. Thanks very much. And don't forget, everything I'm talking about, it's just my opinion. It's just my own research. I am not a financial advisor. You need to do your own checks and all of that jazz, all right? Without further ado, let's get into it. CNBC, Apple reports blowout quarter, booking more than 100 billion in revenue for the first time. Apple delivered its largest quarter by revenue of all time on Wednesday. Rock hard. At 111.4 billion in its first quarter earnings report for the fiscal 2021. It's the first time Apple crossed the symbolic 100 billion mark in a single quarter, and sales were up 21% year over year. Sales for every product category rose by double-digit percentage points. Apple's results for the quarter ending in December weren't just driven by 5G iPhone sales. Sales for every product was up. Fantastic results, guys. Unreal. So let's have a look at it, guys. EPS, earnings per share, 1.68 versus 1.41 estimated. Very nice. 111.4 billion versus 103.2 billion. 21% year over year. Happy days. iPhone revenue, 65.6 billion. Versus the 59.8 billion, 17% up. Okay, that was probably expected in my opinion. Service revenue 15.76 versus 14.8 billion, up 24%. Whew, can you smell it? Other products 12.97 versus 11.96 billion, 29% up. Mac revenue 8.68 billion versus 8.69 billion. Up 21% year over year. iPad 8.44 billion versus 7.46 billion, up over 41% year on year. Gross margin 39.8 billion versus 38 estimates. What's the Apple CEO got to say about that? Tim Cook said the results could have been even better if not for the COVID-19 pandemic, and lockdowns that forced Apple to temporarily shut some Apple stores around the world. Imagine that. It could have even been better, and that's something you have to take into consideration, guys. This is a pandemic and this company is smashing it. A bit like Tesla and other ones that are reporting, they've not given any guidance, and that's okay. It hasn't done that since the start of forecasts anyway, since the beginning of the pandemic, and I understand that because it's just so much uncertainty out there. They don't want to set their company up to fail. It's a better way, and it's an understandable way to operate the business at the minute. Okay, just to bounce back onto the chart then, so as I've talked about, this was the dip. I sold in and around this period here. Yes, it bounced up a wee bit more, but look, realistically, getting out sort of this 10.64 was a good way to get out for me. Now, appreciate this is a 2 times leverage, so the chart wise it doesn't really mean a lot, but this is what I was trading in, 2 times leverage, guys. But I mean, it reflects the same drops really, except for it being 2 times. So this is where it is. This is currently open today. We've taken a gaping. But that was expected, so it has fell. And if we go to the 1 day chart, we're currently down 5.37. Now it was at the lows of nearly 10% drop. I already could get a 10, maybe 11% discount already, but look, we don't know what way the market's going to open half 2 here. The earnings are unreal, but I have, in my experience, I've found, as I talked about in my previous videos, that you get a real rise up to the earnings and then it just cools off and it dips. So look, rightly or wrongly, so far it's proven to be a shrewd move, but my plan will be to hold out till next week, maybe wait till Monday and Tuesday. I'm concerned about the market volatility as it stands anyway, and with Amazon about to report their earnings on Tuesday, I just feel like let's get the FANG stock earnings out of the way. There's a nice bit of discount already, and without a shadow of a doubt, I will be aiming to get back in. And when I say I'm aiming to get back in, Apple's been very, very good to me this last quarter, that I would be tempted to maybe even go with the likes of a 3 times leveraged one here. So, I mean, any leveraged ones are risky, but Apple as a stock is safe. People say to me, why do you bother with Apple? I don't get the big gains. And I'm kind of going, well, guys, let's just take this out a bit. So the last quarter, if I was on the 3 times leverage, I would have got 61% of a gain. Like I said, I got roughly about 45%, 61% of a gain. This was only added to 212, this 3 times Apple since July, so that's exactly 6 months. So in 6 months, guys, you could have 87% profit on that. So just think about that. People say to me, oh, what's the point in going near these guys? But this is why, because they're safe. They're one of the biggest companies in the world, and you're getting the treat of a leverage. But I wouldn't be buying yet, guys. That's what a quarter gap today. Some people are taking 6%. I'm sure that was way down there, nearly 13% at one stage. So I'll be avoiding it for a while. Let's see what the next week brings. Cool off, but I will be buying back in the Apple ASAP. So these were great results, guys. I'm just going to let the thing cool off, though. I feel like it could be a bit of a pullback. The whole, buy the rumor, sell the story. These were kind of expected. That's why I sold out. Just let it calm. Let us see the next week. Here, I might miss out on a great rise. It could go to all-time highs over the next 4 or 5 days, and if that's so be it, if that is the case. But listen, I'm going to roll it this way. Just going to sit, let it cool. In my experience, I've seen ones that have literally went really off the radar for a good while. So I'm going to sit back and let this digest it all for a week and see what way it goes. Even in a week's time, if we get all-time highs, it will pull back. And on that pullback, that's when I'm going to start filling it up again. So that's my thoughts, guys. We'd love to get any feedback from yourselves. What way you use playing apples? Do you expect these earnings? That's the video, guys. If you have found it informative, please like, please subscribe. We're trying to go on. Everything's great. Come on, let's do it.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.